We'll look at the papers right now. We'll start with which one? Complete Sports, of course. Let me have the Complete Sport here. Start with Complete Sports in this one. And what's the big one here? Siasia. I said Egypt can't beat Eagles. And of course, Egypt to storm Kaduna with chef, food and drinks. Okay, plan chartered flights to Kaduna. Well, that's no story. Matters is ready. Siawan assures Nigeria, do not panic, we can. And Man United lead Arsenal in race for Igalo. When will he start scoring again? I'm missing his goals right now.
He will start scoring. But let's talk about the Egyptians. Of course, they should bring their own chef. They should bring their food, and it should be a chartered flight because they would be leaving immediately after the game to prepare for the second leg in Egypt. So I think they are within their right to do that, and they actually don't want to take any chances. They will be in Nigeria for maybe 3-4 days, and they will just have to get everything right on cue because they actually want to qualify for the Nations Cup. These guys won Nations Cup 3 times in a row and they've missed out. So I think it's time they want to get back, but apparently we will not allow them, hopefully.
Okay, because I was going to look at you very well when you said hopefully they want to get back, not at the expense of Nigeria anyway.
Okay, let's take a look at our front page of a Sports Day newspaper. Eagles versus Pharaoh. Eagles get Moses injury boost to face Man United March the 13th. Does that mean he's coming back?
Yeah,
a good one for the country.
United will be playing West Ham in the FA Cup over the weekend, so I think he should be back in time for that game, and that means he will be available for the Eagles when they take on the Egyptians. Hopefully, that's if he doesn't sustain another injury because he's been in and out this season.
Okay, so we told you the story about Sports Day newspaper because we're going to give calls to Ben Alaya to understand what's going on. It says ITTF rankings, Quadri is Africa's best. Yes, let's keep singing it. Nigeria's Aaron Quadri in table tennis is the best player in Africa at the moment and the world number 30. Cecilia, let's take us out of here.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's enough for the papers or for the day. Now, taking a look at something that's going to happen in football very soon. Video technology situation whereby referees will also have opportunity to actually look at the game again during the game. The game may not be stopped, but they can actually pass information to the referee or something, and that's what they really want to do right now. Well, let's just listen to IFAB, who actually came up with different laws that have been changed in the game, how penalties should be taken. Maybe the one that Luis Suarez and, of course, Lionel Messi did the other time may no longer be acceptable. And, of course, if a keeper gets moved before the sports kick is taken, well, something might also happen. But they had to break it down and start saying these are some of the things that will happen in football in any time soon.
Reduce the vocabulary to make it easier to translate, and we've removed 10,000 words. So the law and interpretation was 22,622 words, roughly. It's now 12,300, roughly. So we've taken 10,000 out to make it a much clearer document. Very importantly, the whole law book now is gender neutral. Because up until this year, it appeared that only men played football and only men refereed football. But we know women's football is very important, so it's gender neutral. Clearly, for the image of the game and control of the match, if Vieira and Keane have a major punch-up, we don't want them playing in the match. So now we're empowering referees. We have to prevent players from playing in a match if they commit a sending-off offence before the kick-off. But they can be replaced, so both teams would still start 11 against 11. Penalty kick, the illegal feinting by Mr. Messi here, we know is unfair. It's deliberate cheating because they know they're not allowed to stop, send the goalkeeper the wrong way, and then take the kick. At the moment, it's a retake and a yellow card. We feel we don't want this in the game. It will always be an indirect free kick, so they won't get a second chance to score to stop them doing it. To balance that, we know that goalkeepers increasingly don't respect the requirement to stay on their line at a penalty. So we're now saying if a goalkeeper comes off his line early and saves a penalty, as well as the retake, he will receive a yellow card. So we're becoming stronger with the kicker and stronger with the goalkeeper, because these are two areas where football tells us we need to get a greater grip. The kick-off. Almost every kick-off in every match in the world is illegal because the players are required to be in their own half, but they're not. To try to stop this, we're now saying the kickoff can go in any direction. So it's not necessary for somebody to stand in the opposing half. It can go in any direction. What's the logic? A free kick can go in any direction. So why not the kickoff?
Okay, so stiffer measures coming into football, and particularly with the penalty kicks.
Yeah.
But I'm just worried this might just affect the human angle to football. Because, I mean, if you can call back a play after seeing the video, I think it doesn't look good.
You know, David Edry, the man who actually had to reverse the book, the rule book that has been there, is also the head of the English FA Referees Committee. Now, I'm looking at the only aspect I'm actually happy with is that red card, you know, where a player gets more like triple punishment. I mean, you get a red card, you get sent off, you get a straight red card, you get sent off. I mean, there's a penalty kick, and also you miss 3 games and all that.
That's very harsh.
That's the one they're actually really trying to look at. And the other aspect of, you know, where you stop before you play penalty and all that.
I like that because apparently you could see from what he said, he puts in actually responsibility on the taker, you know, the penalty taker and the goalkeeper. The penalty taker, if you do all those your stuttering movements and you deceive the goalkeeper, you will not retake the penalty. You know, that's what it means. It means that you've lost that chance of playing penalty. What for the goalkeeper? You get a yellow card. What for the goalkeeper? Because goalkeepers do it a lot. Goalkeepers do it a lot. They don't stand on their lines until the ball is played. They just keep, you know, trying their best to come out, and they do that, and they save the ball, and you get a red card. You get a yellow card rather, and the penalty is retaken. So I think I'm happy with those improvements.
We're waiting for it to be.
I love the mistakes from next season. To be on 2-year trial.
That's right. That's right. So we'll wait to see. Okay, away from those stiff rules for football, let's talk about the NBA, where it was an unusual loss for the Golden State Warriors. I was watching that game, Siasia, and I'm saying, if you want to have a bad day in football, in basketball, in sports, in whatever sport, nothing can stop because Steph Curry was off.
It wasn't just Steph Curry. Klay Thompson was
also
Draymond Green was off.
off.
Harrison Barnes was off. You know, it just happens. Our Golden State Warriors are a team that rely a lot on their shooting. You know, the 3-pointers, the field goals and everything. And trust me, on a day that it doesn't happen often, but it happens once in a while. On a day everything goes wrong, your shots don't get in, you will be punished because their inside game isn't that strong. You know, they don't go to the paint as much as they should because of their power from outside the arc and you know, taking shots. For Kobe, it worked for him. Like I said, I've been giving this man a hard time, D'Angelo Russell, the rookie that was drafted by the Lakers, but he's showing us that Lakers knew what they were doing by getting him. So a good one for Lakers getting that win over the Golden State. But interesting fact, interesting fact. It was the 61st game for Golden State Warriors, and they suffered their 6th loss, and it was also almost a blowout. The same thing happened to the Chicago Bulls team that set the record of the most wins in the NBA season. 61st game they came up against the Knicks, and they were blown off. So it's the same. Let's just maybe they are working towards destiny.
I think the fact that, Steph Curry here, you know, he was talking about the game, he wasn't really happy. He said, I would say 24 of them were good shots.
24 missed shots.
Because of the shot that were missed. He says it happens. We haven't brought our A+ game, but we found different ways to win. And they didn't get this time around. That's what we've been most proud of this year. Today could have been the same story had we made shots on the 3rd quarter and not dug ourselves such a huge hole. Now that wasn't really a good one for them. And Kobe Bryant, of course, inspired his team. He said we executed the game plan very well. We paid attention to detail very well. For the young guys, it's extremely important to see the result of it as they grow. They start trusting that more and more, and they start trusting the process more and more, and they start trusting the process more and more. Talking about they just have to grow.
I agree with Kobe. You could see he didn't play much, but he was doing a lot of coaching. He kept them on their feet. You know, kept telling them what to do.
And experience can do.
Yeah, fantastic game last night.
Well, thank you so much for being part of the program. Siasia, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
We'll be here again tomorrow. I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Bye for now.
Okay, that's it for sports this morning. But remember, you can join us tonight for another round of talking sports. But until then, I'm Austin Okonakwan, and everything you do, remember, let's keep talking sports. Bye for now.